Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
so excited. But before I bring in before I ask my guest to introduce herself, let me just go into the show, what it's all about. Mondays with Sandra Uko, making a difference every day with Sandra Uko. I'm so excited to have a dear friend. Will I call her my big auntie or my big sister? We went to school together. 28 years, 95, 96.
Yes.
Awesome. It is we just got connected divinely, and I believe God wants us to do this, and that's why I said I don't know what took me to Tokwe, and I was just looking at all the Tokways I have on my phone, and I saw a picture, and I said, oh my God, lovely picture. Let me just say hello, sis. And the next thing, I got a call. Where are you, Sandra? And I said, I'm in Maryland. And I was like, oh, she's in Maryland. And I said, okay, how do we meet? And that's how we met. So that's why I said, this is divine. Someone you've known from the university days. When I was a Jambite, I guess. I was in Idia Hall, a common room, and you were in one of the blocks rooms. So that was how, senior friend. And then there were no phones. Can you imagine? Keeping in touch from 95, 96, when there were no phones, until now we're able to connect. It's so awesome. I'm so glad to bring her on the show.
Thank you so much.
Making a difference with Sandra Oko is, we talk about people who are making a difference in their world. That God has given each and every one of us a gifting that makes us stand out, as ambassadors for Christ. And even beyond that, we're meant, that talents and giftings in us. Some of us have not harnessed everything God has given us. One thing I pray and ask God is, God, help me to fully harness everything you want me to do. So that, so that when I want to die, they're empty. A lot of people, they say graveyard is a place that has a lot of people who went with all that God has given them. So I'm excited to have my big sister. It's so great to have you. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much.
It's all over to you. Just tell us your name. We want my audience would love to know you, what you do, and then we'll go in.
Okay. My name is Dr. Tokwe Olatunbosun. I was in University of Ibadan with her, and I got into banking and spent almost 25 years in banking. But you know how she's been talking about how you have your passion and you make sure you go empty when you go to the grave. I realized that my passion has always been in education, so I decided to take an early retirement about almost 2 years ago, and I veered into education consulting, and that's what I do currently. I'm the director of Masiema Consulting, and what we do is to place students, we place children who finish from secondary school from Nigeria and from all over into universities and into the sixth forms. For example, in UK, for all the top schools, universities in UK, you will not be able to go directly from secondary school. You will be required to do like an A-level. Okay. So we place children in A-levels and we can place them directly into universities in the US, in Canada, in the Europe, and all over. That is in the nutshell what I do. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So excited to have you here. Then what about in the United States? Do you do Australia? What are the places you cover?
Okay.
And what are the requirements for parents to be able to send their kids abroad to study?
Okay. We know that the first question you asked is, what areas do we cover? For us in Masima Consulting, we have mastered what is required to place for students to study in Canada, in Europe, in UK, and in US. So we do all those.
Awesome.
Yes, we do all those. And we hope to extend to Australia, to the other places where we have not gotten to.
Oh,
yes.
Awesome.
So what we've been doing is we've been working well with Nigerians, because I live in Nigeria. I live in Lagos in Nigeria. So we visit schools from my consulting firm. We visit schools, we engage them to be able to educate them more on the pathways that are available, the options that they could explore when they leave secondary school. And when we realize the ones that are really good and who want to study abroad, we actually match them with the universities that is best fit for them and talk to the schools so that these children may get scholarships, so that our exchange rate is really gotten, yes, it's the naira has devalued. So we try and get scholarships for these children so that we have, and the schools are also very happy with us. So we sign on as agents to the schools. we get the good hands from Nigeria, good students from Nigeria, and plug them into the schools. And the schools, in return, we give them scholarships.
Oh,
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah.
So what about who takes care of them in school? Who mentors them?
Okay, the schools are already very fully established. They already have teachers, they have counselors, they have people who mentor them. So
Okay.
the schools usually are like boarding schools.
Okay.
If it's a placement directly to the university, of course, you could there's always you could do onboarding in school, or you get a hostel outside, or you live with family. But in most cases, for children that we place outside Nigeria, they always opt out for boarding facilities. So,
which is good.
and that is usually also, it comes with scholarship from the schools.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So you don't have to start looking for accommodation or
You don't have to,
hostels.
at least for the first year. And then after the first year, the child will already be used to the system,
environment and the system,
and be able to sort himself or herself out thereafter.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, what are the requirements for you to give scholarship? If you have 20 students in a school,
okay,
does the university give to all the 20 of them, or they look for the best to give?
Actually, for example, let me talk about universities here in the US. Most of the time, for public universities, their funds, scholarship funds, the funds they have, they are meant for the people who are here, indigenes who are here in United States.
Okay.
However, the private universities, there are all sorts of scholarships that they have. They could have the merit scholarships. There are some sports scholarships. There are varying types of scholarships. So it depends on how good. And one thing I've noticed about Nigerians is that we're actually very good academically. We are good in anything we put our hearts to do.
Sure.
So there would always be a part of you that you stick out, that you will have an edge over many others. So in that area, we'll look at the university that is best suited for you to get a scholarship and go to. And we match you with those universities.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yes. That's awesome. So great to have you. And
so
beyond that, is there anything you do again to assist these students? Because I think it was one time one of our big auntie in church used to have parents who somehow serve as foster parents for the students coming. Some young students who are coming from college, from high school. Some of our Nigerian students are like 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
Some of them are still very attached to their parents, and their parents want them to go abroad to study.
Yeah.
And I know that they have homes and like foster parents. Okay. Do you know about that?
Yes, I know about that, but currently Masima Consulting doesn't do that.
Yes.
Because usually what we do is we speak directly with the schools that these children are going into. The admission officers, we familiarize the children, the family with the school.
Yes.
Sometimes we even take them on the tour, so they feel comfortable with the kind of body facilities that they have. Okay. So usually that's what we do. But I mean, we are growing.
Yes.
So if it comes
expanding.
Yeah, we're expanding. So if it comes to that, we have families, trusted families that
who can mentor them,
who they can take as foster parents.
Yes, parents. I know of people who could do that. They're not parents, and there will be some kind of, people are looking forward to mentoring these young youths.
Okay.
So sincerely, you could get people who are ready to foster them, so that they have some kind of touch that they want to go home.
You mean, are you talking about Nigerians now?
Yes, like me.
Okay,
I'm willing to mentor some.
That's so good.
I'm willing because I do a lot of youth program with the John Maxwell family, because I'm a coach and a speaker and a trainer. Okay. So I do a lot of things, and a lot of my coaches, my colleagues, are interested in mentoring.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So they do a lot of mentoring. Some of them do some mentoring in Nigeria too. I can link you with some of them.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You understand?
We're open to
because some parents want a touch, so that it's not every year the child goes back home. The child may not want to go home because
what actually has been happening is that many of the schools also, there is an option. If you don't want the school boarding facility, they have some home stay parents, some parents that they can, if you don't mind, but usually they are indigenes of the, either if it's UK you are going,
indigenes of UK. Oh, I get what you mean.
But this one is a new one and it's good. We rarely have cases where the blacks, the Africans really are the ones fostering these children. Yeah. But if we have that,
because because of African nature. other African parents were like, I want an African to mentor my child.
Oh, that's
So that they don't
beautiful.
lose their identity. Because a lot of times when we send our children to go school abroad, once they come back, they're not our people again. They've imbibed the culture because after leaving a child that is 15 years of age, coming to the country for 7 years. You understand? When the child is
I
22
agree
years,
totally with you.
the
Yeah.
life, whoever mentors that child is the kind of style, the mentorship that child follow. So you must be. I think my mentor John Maxwell spoke about not just mentoring. There's a spirit. There is something you get from mentorship.
Yeah.
Aside from mentoring, you take something from the person.
Yeah.
There is a connection. So you might want to also look beyond that. I want my child to still have that African nature, behavior, nurturing that shows, we know we're very we're disciplinarians. We don't take nonsense from our kids. Doesn't mean that we don't love our kids, but we discipline them.
Yeah.
So, that touch of being an African parent, the culture thing, you don't want to lose it. Like I tell my kids, I said, don't forget where you come from. Because when I'm no longer here, let this culture thing. We are Nigerians who are proud to be one.
Hold on to the
So
heritage.
hold on to our heritage so that we don't lose it. So some parents, I think I have some good parents, some good colleagues who would
Okay,
be
we could explore
open.
that. Thank you so much. We can explore that. Something that occurred to me. You didn't ask me a question. I mentioned that I had done banking for many years and then I veered into education because that's my passion.
Yeah.
Actually, I would want to mention that along the line, I've done a lot of education. I had done some certification in education in the UK in the earlier days, like in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then I realized that
you did some education training?
Yes, some training, yes. And then I realized that it's likely to be a ministry that God called me into.
Yeah.
Because I go to Redeemed Christian Church of
Yeah.
God, and even in the school, even in Redeemed Christian Church of God, the departments I hold, what I do for the church, for Redeemed,
Really?
they are actually schools. I coordinate the School of Disciples in Redeemed.
Yeah.
I also assist in the coordination of the Bible College in Redeem. And so also I anchor, I help in the coordination also of the College of Missions. So it looks like God actually has plans for me to pursue that education line, and I enjoy doing it. So it's something I really enjoy, and I believe God that, of course, is taking me places with it.
Yes, and I also think there's divine connection. Because
Yes.
today, if somebody told me that I was going to be seeing Tokwe, I knew 28 years ago, I'll tell you it's a lie.
Yeah, it's just
I was just at work, and I don't know how I got to WhatsApp, and I said, Tokwe. I said, what am I looking? I'm not looking for any Tokwe. But I just, okay, let me scroll. And I saw your face. I just looked at it and said, hello, sis. And that's how we met.
And here we are sitting together. God is just awesome.
Too beautiful.
God is awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I want to thank you being, it was impromptu. I'm sure you didn't know we were going to do something like this. But I just told her, I said, you can't be doing this business and not tell the world. Because she doesn't even charge anything. This is what is shocking me. I said, you don't charge? How do you make the money? You said the school compensates her. I said, which is good. Because some parents, I think a lot of people are scared because of scammers. There's so many people out there who are ready to take your money and not do what they promised to do. Yeah. But for a consulting firm like this to be proud and say you're doing this, a lot of parents are looking for genuine hands that they can talk to. And so I said, you must make this public. People must get to know you and know what you do, and also reach out to you. So if our guests want to reach you, our people want to reach you, our audience want to reach you, how can they reach you? What are the means they can reach you? Either through your social media, your email, your phone numbers.
Okay, yes, they can reach out on any of the
social media,
on email, and on my phone as well.
Can you
like
give them
I
mentioned,
I'm based in Nigeria, so my phone number is +234 80 334 22334. 234. I repeat again, 234 80 334 22334.
Awesome. And if you're having challenges in getting you can reach out to me. You can just send me a comment, send me your message. I'll be able to connect both of you together so that you can meet with her, talk to her, email her. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for making that time. I also want to thank our audience for being on this show. Thank you for being on this show.
Thank you so much.
Please kindly like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please share, like I often will say. A leader is one who knows it, who does it, and who shares it with others. We can't have information and hold it to ourselves. We want to be a blessing to our world. So let's share that. Parents who are looking for this information that she just shared with us. So please share so that we can get to reach out to her. Thank you so much. And you have a blessed and a lovely evening. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Are you thinking of how to publish your book on Amazon or how to get your published book to become an Amazon bestseller book? Dip Insight Books is the perfect in-between solution in transforming your ideas into a book. We can help you with all the complicated parts of publishing, such as process TO transformation. What we do: full manuscript evaluation, receive quality assurance edit, full copy edit and final proofread to remove spelling and grammar mistakes, oversee your cover design, create your interior layout, publish and distribute your book, lock down your marketing strategy. Ghostwriting, where there is no manuscript. Our goal is to help you publish your book promptly. Contact us today at 404-740-9091. Email us at info@dipinsightworld.com. To start the submission process, check us out at www.books.dipinsightworld.com and submit your details. You can visit our Facebook page at Dip Insight World.
If you've made it this far into this video, thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe so you can support your girl. Thank you.